O Joseph Lindsay, ai wau I ka papa mikuma kahi.
Aloha, o wau o Austin, ai ao ka papa mikuma. We're going to be talking about Raiatea and our departure from the island to fly back to Papeete. So not as early of a morning as usual. We didn't have to wake up at 5:30 or anything. But it was really nice. We packed our things, had breakfast. We mahaloed the people we stayed with at the pension for kind of taking care of us and hosting us, because they were the ones cooking all our breakfast, making all our food, and making us feel welcome, and making sure everything was running smoothly. And they kind of did a lot of work, so we just wanted to mahalo them in some ways. So we all gathered around, sang some songs from only mahalo for them, just as a way to say thank you. And after that, we took off. We headed out to the airport, and there we regrouped, and the people who were actually hosting us at the pension, they came down and said their goodbyes one more time. So it was kind of nice. Everybody was in a good mood that day, and you could kind of just feel like, felt a lot of aloha from them, because they kind of went out of their way to actually follow us. We thought we just said aloha, like, goodbye, and left the hotel, but now they wanted to come and give some more gifts and really say aloha, and that was pretty cool, because usually you would just say goodbye to someone, then you leave and you don't see them after that, but they followed us down. It was nice.
Yeah, leaving Raiatea was a beautiful morning. We're just thanking them because they really went out of their way to make us feel at home in Raiatea. At their home, the Letra Cascade, it's 3 waterfalls, pension where we were staying, where the girls were staying. We had breakfast. There's even some students that skipped school, took time out of their day, caught a cab over to the airport to see us off. It was pretty heartwarming to see that we had an impact on their life. And, after the airport, when we landed back in Tahiti and Papeete, we had this little ava ceremony where we all got together. We just had a little bit of ava, passed it around, and share our mana'o, give us a little moment to reflect on the trip. And it was pretty eye-opening to see how each person interpreted this trip, because it's kind of a diverse group of students. Like, not all of us were very close before this trip, but during that ceremony, everybody opened up and shared some deep mana'o about what this meant to them.
Yeah, the ceremony was actually pretty beautiful. I mean, just hearing everybody's, hearing them all speak from their na'au and share their true thoughts, you don't really get to dive deep to that level all the time with everyone. So it was nice just speaking with everyone, talking story, and sharing our thoughts. And that was actually the first time I tried ava too, and it was pretty, not gonna lie, wasn't what I was expecting it to taste like. It actually tasted pretty good. But yeah, it was really nice, and it was kind of funny. They had this big event going on at our hotel. I think it was Mr. Tahiti was that night. So the DJ was setting up behind us, and they were blasting the music. So we were trying super hard to kind of talk over them, but we managed, and it was really nice. It was very centered. We were all centered in that moment, and nothing else really mattered. Everything else was kind of just background noise. So it was nice. I felt like kind of nothing else really mattered in that moment. Not even music or anybody in the hotel that was staring at us, wondering what we were doing. So it was nice.
It was kind of nice how the music was playing, because it forced us all to really listen to what other people had to say, and that just let it take root deeper in our hearts. But after the ava ceremony, we treated by Uncle Randy to a nice show at the Intercontinental. It was a nice dinner, good ono food,
buffet food too.
Yeah, and then they had a nice Tahitian show after that, and it was really showing how proud each person was in that show, just to show off their culture, to show what they were all about, who they are.
Yeah, after we got back to the hotel, we had some time before lights out, and what we did was all the boys, we kind of just gathered in Kate and Bubba's room and kind of just talked story. kind of like what we did at the awa ceremony, but you know, no teacher mediation, no nothing. So we kind of got to hear even more. So it was nice. When we got back to the hotel that night, we had some time before lights out. So all the boys, we gathered in Cave Them's room and had some even more deep reflection. Kind of going off of what happened at the awa ceremony. We were talking about all different kinds of stuff and just anything really about our lives. You know, we were just sharing and putting it all on the table. You know, it was really felt kind of like a spiritual cleansing, I guess. You know, I told some of the boys some stuff that I never really told anyone before, and it was nice to kind of get everything off our chest, you know.
Yeah,
So.
I think one thing we really talked about was we noticed how some people who go on these kind of trips, they come back posting all this stuff on social media, like, oh, it's life changing, oh, it's life changing, and then they go back to being the same person. But we talked about it and we decided that we don't want to be like that. We want to, instead of saying it's life changing but still being the same person, we wanted to show everybody it was life changing and actually change our lives.
Yeah, because it really did have a deep impact on me. I think just this whole experience, it was eye-opening and it was really humbling for me. And that's why I shared with the boys, and at the awa ceremony, it was just like, it was a really humbling experience. Just meeting with these people from a different place on this planet, you know, seeing how they do things is nice.
Yeah, from now on for us, all our mele, all our hula, it's gonna have a different meaning now that we've been there, now that we've seen these people. I think even aloha itself is gonna have a different meaning because they've showed us what it's like to take somebody into their home, someone complete stranger 2,000 miles away, and just bring them in and hanai them. But yeah, if you guys like to follow more, we have our Weebly going, day 7 coming up.
Stay tuned.
Mahalo.
Aloha.